So let's go ahead to the next question here, right? Let's see. Augustine, when joining a new team, what are good questions to ask to get to know the team as a Scrum Master? You know what? There is, let me see. There's a guy named, and this may not help you get to know the team as a Scrum Master, but there is and I'm looking it up. So I'm looking it up real quick to see if I can find a copy of this, because if I can find this would be good. So one of the certified Scrum trainers, a guy named Michael James, created a while ago, and he updates it. So it's not all dated information. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat to something called the Scrum Master checklist. If I'm a new Scrum Master, I probably go to the Scrum Master checklist and I start there. And this isn't ways to get to know people per se, but this right here will provide you with a way for you to actually make sure that you're doing your job. Okay, so I think that's a good resource for you to put to the side. For me, in terms of getting to know people, you can do activities. There's always an opportunity to do activities. And if you wanna, there's tons of books on activities. So team building exercises is kind of what I'm pointing at when I say activities, because this gives you a way to play a game or a way to collectively get to know each other. You can do things like when you're in a sprint planning and people are introducing themselves, have them tell everybody one thing that nobody knows about them. Hopefully that's not offensive or anything like that. You can do things like that. But truthfully, I go and shake hands. I treat it almost like I'm running for the presidency of the United States. I never run for the presidency of the United States, but well, you know what? I probably would. I probably would. But anyway, here's the deal. For me, I go and just get to know people personally. So I really go and I have a lot of one-on-one conversations, okay? Because I'm trying to learn about the person, their likes, their dislikes, their favorite kind of food, do they got any hobbies? Because the moment I find anything that we connect on is the moment that I take that and take it someplace that allows me to get to know them better. Because I know, based on the things that I've been studying, or at least from my psychology period, is there's a similarity attraction theory, right? That people who have things in common are attracted to each other. So I am trying to find something that I have in common with people. And the moment I find that, I kind of make sure that I talk about it as a way for me to get in with more questions for them. So for me, it is really a one-on-one. Let me take the time to get to know each one of these people individually. That is hopefully beyond work. And if it's beyond work, that is a good thing, because now I have an idea of where they're trying to go. I have an idea what their family is like. I have an idea maybe some of the things that are really important to them in terms of their values. All these things help to make a better team, because I'm putting myself in a position where I can serve them. By getting to know them, it allows me to find better ways to serve them. And if I can find better ways to serve them, that's going to put them in a position where they will be willing to run through brick walls for me. And I want to be in that position, right? I've always put myself in that position, because I always go in and tell teams, I am willing to be a dead Scrum Master if we can go ahead and you do the things that I need you to do, right? So for me, it's more of a one-on-one thing, to be truthful. And again, you can go play games, you can do team building exercises. I've done things like Myers-Briggs type indicator collectively as a group, but that'll be a team building thing. There's always something you can do in an hour, play a game, just even if you just go have ice cream. Just go have some meal together, right? That always helps, right? Because you get to know each other a little bit better outside of work. So I won't say there's one good question to ask. I would just say get to know people. Get to know people. If you get to know people, trust me, it will all turn out to be better. And then you can actually support them as they need to be supported. And then once everybody feels like they have a special place with you, then you have a special place with them. Okay, so what I would say to you is get to know every individual that you are working with. That's how I would do it. Okay, and I normally find very, very good results from that. Good question. Thank you for that question.